A pediatrician in New Albany, Indiana, was one of the first participants in the Pfizer vaccine trials, and now her children have joined in as well as the trials expand to those 12 to 15 years old. Today, our Southern Indiana reporter Elle Smith sat down with them to talk about this process.
I knew right away when Pfizer announced their trials that I wanted to be in this.
When COVID first started, Dr. Christy Lane, a pediatrician in New Albany, knew she needed to do something. So she started doing educational videos on her Facebook. But she always wanted to do more.
So I called in like May and I was like, sign me up. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing.
And that is right where Lane's journey started as a participant in the Pfizer vaccine trial.
My mission was to share that journey because clearly as a pediatrician, I'm pro-vaccine. And clearly as a human, I hate COVID.
So on July 31st, Lane received her shot. She was the 17th person in the study in Kentucky, but at the time she didn't know whether she had received a placebo or the vaccine. Then in December, after the FDA gave emergency use authorization, she received the news she had been waiting to hear. She was vaccinated.
They called me and I jumped up and down. And it was better than having babies.
Speaking of her sons, Lane isn't the only person in her family participating in the Pfizer trials. Her son Caleb entered the 16 to 17 age trial, and her youngest son Jacob was in the 12 to 15 age range. Recently, Pfizer asked the FDA to expand use of its COVID-19 vaccine to adolescents aged 12 to 15, which would make Pfizer's vaccine available to the widest age range. From her first shot in July of 2020, Lane has been protected from the virus, which means the vaccine is doing its job.
The 6-month data, it's so exciting for everybody that it's still very, very efficacious. They said, 91%? From protecting you from the disease COVID, which is amazing, amazing.
For the next 2 years, Lane and her kids will continue to record data about themselves for the trial. Lane plans to continue educating those around her and hopes they too will receive the vaccine.
Vaccines are the one thing that are going to get us out of this. We can't rely on herd immunity from having the disease. We don't know how long those antibodies last. We don't know, are they going to be protective against some of these variants? And so the more people that get vaccinated, the better chance we are to get rid of the masks.
For WHAS 11 News, I'm Elle Smith.